So we have this vase. Its mass is 3 kilograms, and it is dropped from a height of 4 meters. What is the kinetic energy? Okay, what is the kinetic energy just before the impact? Well, from several videos ago, we know that our final velocity squared is equal. So we want the kinetic energy. Okay, as it's dropped off this ledge right here from 4 meters. And we want the kinetic energy just before the impact. So we know that our kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 mass times the velocity squared. Alright, so we want to know the final velocity just before the impact. So our final velocity is going to equal our initial velocity squared, okay, plus initial velocity squared, minus 2 times, because it's dropping, so we're going to have minus 2 times 9.8, or you can see it says plus 2 times 9.8 meters per second squared. Right? Times our change in position, which it should be y minus y naught, which is y is our 4 minus 0 is still 4. Okay. Alright, so this initial velocity is going to be 0. This will end up zeroing out. And we're going to get our final velocity is equal to the square root, okay, of 2 times 9.8. And I'm going to take the absolute value of this, so that way I don't get an imaginary number, times 4. Okay, we really don't have to worry about this right here. I'm just going to take the absolute value because this will give us the information we need to get our final velocity. Okay, so 2 times 9.8, 2 times 9.8 times 4, plug this into my calculator, I'm going to get times the square root of that, should give me my final velocity of 8.85 meters per second. Okay, now that we know our final velocity, okay, we know our final velocity here, I'm going to plug that in. So I'm going to plug in all the numbers. I know the mass. Now I know the velocity. Okay, and I'm going to get the kinetic energy. Okay, is equal to, change colors, make this look a little bit nicer. 1/2 times, that green sucks. 1/2 times the mass is 3 kilograms. 3 times 8.85 squared. Times 8.85 squared. 85 squared. And this number was just all this multiplied together, which gave me 78.4 to begin with. So this is equal to 78.4. Okay. Now I'm going to end up multiplying all this out. So I'm going to get 1/2 times 3 times 78.4. 78.4. And I get the kinetic energy is equal to, I did all this in the calculator, is equal to 117.6 joules. Okay. Now, piggybacking off what I said on the last video,